Hello, 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 everyone. Let's see who's going to join us. All right, just going to find us here on the iPad so we can share with the groups. Make sure we're officially live. Maybe. Yes, we are live. Okay, going to just share it real quick with the groups. Okay, VIP and the team. Okay, I think we're good now. All right, let's see who's joining us. Give everybody a few minutes to find us. All right, looks like we have a few of you joining in. Just say hi so I know who's here with us. And I am going to flip the camera over to the other so you can see what we're talking about. Hey, Barb, glad you could make it. All right. I'm not sure. I know we are live in both Facebook and on YouTube. So if you are having any issues on one or the other, you can always flip to the other one to see if it works better for you. Hey, Miss Lori. Hello, Arlene. Glad to see you, ladies. So yeah, so if you have issues with Facebook, you can go over to my YouTube channel and you'll see the exact same presentation. We're doing a simultaneous live. So again, if one works better for you, great. You have choices. Okay, so we're going to talk quickly about some of our housekeeping things. The number one thing is our starter kit special. If you've ever thought about being a demonstrator, but you haven't really made the call yet, you're still kind of on the fence, I just wanted to talk about the fact that right now, for the rest of this month, it's a really awesome deal. You have two options. You can either, in celebration of Stampin' Up's 35th anniversary or birthday, whichever you'd like to call it, you can save 35% on your kit. So you can still pick out $125 worth of product. And instead of paying $99 for that kit, you would pay only $64.35. So that's a huge savings because now you're saving an additional 35% off from the normal 20%. So that's pretty good. So again, $125 worth of product, you choose it, and you're paying $64.35. In addition to that, they are also going to throw in a paper pumpkin kit. So you get a free paper pumpkin kit. It may not be the current kit, but it is a kit that is still out there and usable. It's always awesome. The other thing is they're also going to enroll you free of charge for the upcoming On Stage online. On Stage is basically our big convention. We are transitioning to our conventions being in March for our next live event. So being this is a transition year, we're having one here in November, November 11th to be exact. And you're going to get free entry into that event. It's completely online. That also allows you to pre-order the product that we're going to be using in that purchase or in that event. That'll gives you that entry into being able to purchase. It's called Be Happy, I believe. I do have it over on my back counter over there. It's a bundle. It's really adorable. And it's actually an entire suite of product is what it is. And we're going to be learning all about that. We're going to get some project ideas, all kinds of cool things. So again, free entry to On Stage. What was that, Barb? Yes, it is too late to register for On Stage if you're a current demonstrator. Unfortunately, registration closed, I want to say it was like early September, mid-September. But yeah, you can't get in now if you're a current demonstrator. However, brand new signups are going to get a free entry. Again, it's not going to cost you a thing. For those of us that did register, it was $77 for us to go. But you're going to get it for free. The other option you have is to purchase 35% more in your kit. So that means you can pick out, oh, what is it? You're going to pick out $168.75 in product. Instead of $125 in product, you're going to pick out $168.75 worth of product, and you're going to pay $99. Both options are free shipping. So again, amazing, amazing, amazing deals. Hey, Katie, glad you could join us. So yeah, the deals are off the charts. This is the best join offer I have ever seen Stampin' Up do. And I've been a demonstrator now for over 10 years. This is by far the best join offer I've seen. So, and again, same thing, free entry into On Stage, the opportunity to order that product that we're going to be featuring it On Stage early. Plus, you get to participate in the purchase premiere, which means you get to order stuff from the new upcoming catalog extra early. And then in November, you can start ordering, or no, yeah, November, no, December, you'll be able to do the pre-order with the rest of us, the normal pre-order. So November, you're going to have like a small window to order pretty much a select amount of product from the new catalog coming out. And then in December, we'll have our normal pre-order and you'd be able to participate in that. Again, free event, free paper pumpkin, lots of fun product in a starter kit. So just something to seriously think about. As when you join Stampin' Up, though, you do not have to necessarily be a demonstrator and hold classes, go live on Facebook and do all these things like I am doing. I am working my Stampin' Up business as a business, but you can be a discount shopper. You don't have to work this as a business. It's just like having a Costco or Sam's Club permissions. That's basically all you're committing to, is just being a member, and you get perks for being a member. Early entry or early, access to new product before anybody else, events, all kinds of perks. And like I said, every time you place an order, you're saving 20% on your personal product purchases. So something to think about. If you have any questions, please, please, please reach out to me. I would love to have you join my team. So again, just something to think about, and reach out if this is something that sounds like it would be good to you. October tutorial bundle is available in the online store for purchase. It is a $20 purchase, or you can earn it free with a $50 purchase in my online store. Place a $50 purchase. I send it to you via email. You get a link, and then you can download this awesome, awesome tutorial bundle. There are 46 projects in the October bundle. The November is coming out soon. We have the subscription period for our November paper pumpkin is out and about. You have until November 10th to subscribe to get in on the November kit. Really cute. Going to be a, it's called Warm Wishes. It's going to make 8 boxes for each of 2 designs. You'll get a Mossy Meadows ink spot. You're going to get iridescent glitter accents, linen thread, 8 clear food safe bags, a photopolymer stamp set, and the boxes are going to measure 4 1/4 by 4 1/2 by 1 1/2 inches deep. And you have the opportunity to purchase the add-on, and you have to be a subscriber in order to get these, 20 card bases with coordinating envelopes. And these cards will measure 5 by 7. That is going to coordinate with your paper pumpkin kit, and those are $14. We do have our online exclusives. Again, there was an early release for demonstrators to pre-order this month. Come November 7th, it will all be available to customers. Lots of awesome things, and I don't even know half of what they're being released on November 7th. They only gave us a very Small Sneak Peek, which is these Fluffiest Friends bundle. And then this beautiful Meandering Meadow suite we were allowed to pre-order. But from my understanding, there's quite a bit going to be released that day. So definitely you'll want to log in online November 7th. Hey, sis, and check that out. We have the Give Back, the Designer Series paper, which is the, I think In the Woods is what it was called. That is still available. And for every purchase of that pack of paper, which is beautiful, by the way, for Christmas paper, Stampin' Up is donating monies to the Make-A-Wish. No, not Make-A-Wish. It's the Toys for Tots here in the U.S., which is obviously an amazing organization. So that will help lots of kids make sure they have a really nice Christmas. We also have the special release Designer Series papers still available. All of these papers are still currently available. I am loving the self-adhesive glimmer paper. Holy moly, loving them, loving them, loving them. So definitely highly recommend. Of course, we have our newest all-inclusive kits for our kits collection that have been released. We have the rustic Christmas countdown kit, really cute little envelopes that you do your advent calendar. There's little envelopes that you can stick your little treats in. The kids can open every day for 25 days. And then, of course, we have our Christmas Everywhere kit. So definitely some good things out there and available. All right. Today, I told you we are featuring the gorgeous Night Divine bundle. Oops. And we have the sentiment stamp set, and there's some really nice, bold, chunky sentiments here. And then there's the dies. And these dies are absolutely amazing. They do the silhouette cuts. And I will show you what we're making tonight. So, two extremely simple cards. I kept them real simple. This one is Glory to God in the Highest. And we have some gemstones here and some Knight of Navy ribbon. Kept it just a really quick and simple card. Have a little bit of smoky slate backing the sentiment piece. Then we have another super simple. This one really is just that big sentiment. And then we add the silhouette of the manger scene. And then I have a fun fold for you. This one here. So we have our silhouette here. And this is our Designer Series paper. And we have like a fun fold here. So they have the Lord is my shepherd with our little donkey and our little lamb. And then, of course, where you could write your message and sign, we have your camel. So just really beautiful set. We have the North Star. You can see that good in the camera. There we go, like so. So anywho, there you have it. All right, so we're going to start with our quick and simple, which is this one here, the Glory to God. So I'm going to pull my kit. I have a Knight of Navy card base, and I did cut that 11 by 4 1/4, and we have it scored at 5 1/2. And do I have a bone folder over here? I do. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and fold that. Then I have, for the inside, I have a basic white that's 5 1/4 by 4. I have a piece of Designer Series paper from the Night Divine Designer Series paper pack. And I've got this cut down to 4 by 5 1/4. And then I went ahead and die cut my basic white piece. This I used the Stylish Shapes. I used the second largest square to die cut that, and that's going to be for our sentiment piece. And then I took a piece of smoky slate and I did cut this. This is 2.5 inches square, and we're going to get just a little border when we layer those. So we're going to go ahead and start assembling before we get our stamping going here. So I've got my adhesive. So bring our card base back. We're going to add our inside piece in first. And we're just going to go ahead, get that lined up. Can't see if we're good. So if you've been following along my drama with the stupid shoulder, I went and had it injected on Thursday. And at first I wasn't sure if it even worked at all because I was still hurting pretty good on Friday. Well, thanks, Arlene. I came home from the injection on Thursday and I was just exhausted. I think I had myself so worked up and nervous over it that I pretty much crashed on Thursday night. Got up Friday. I was hurting pretty good. So I was like, jury's out. Don't even know if that even worked. Because when he did it, he kind of indicated that I should have had like relief right away, and I didn't. So he's like, okay, how does it feel now? I'm like, the same. Only at that point, I also could feel, it felt like the needle was still in there. It was just the most bizarre sensation when they had that needle in there. And every once in a while, I still get that sensation like the needle's still stuck in there. He assures me nothing broke off and it's all out of there, but I don't know. I do have quite a bruise. But anyway, he numbed me up really good on the outside. But once that needle went in the inside, I knew it was in there. But anyway, nonetheless, came home, crashed, slept really well. Friday, I was hurting, but it was tolerable. I mean, it wasn't anything nothing dramatic. What do you say? I've been dealing with this since June-ish. So anyway, Friday night, could not sleep. I walked the floors all night long. Like every time I laid down, I felt like I was jumping out of my skin. I was like, what the heck? And then I was like, you know what? You got cortisone, dummy. That's just basically steroids. And we know how prednisone felt. So anyway, never slept a wink on Friday night into Saturday. So I thought last night, I'm going to crash. I'm going to sleep. Nope. I was up till 4 o'clock in the morning. Finally, I thought, okay, I'm going to fall asleep now. Minute I laid down, that's probably not very straight, is it? No, it's not. We're going to flip that over and start over. So anyway, needless to say, I went to bed at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's a little better. Tossed and turned until I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then I sat and watched a little TV and I decided, okay, I'm going to go back and lay down. It was about like 5:30. I was back up at 6:30. I never slept one wink. Not one, not even a little bit. And I started feeling a little tired probably about an hour ago. And now I'm back to being like wide awake again. So I have a bad feeling. This is not going to be a good sleep night either. So if anybody knows how to counteract steroid induced, I don't know, psychosis, I'm all ears. Okay, so now we're just going to layer this onto our little smoky slate piece. Just like that. And then I like to, where did I take my adhesive and just go run it down just like so. And then snips here. We are going to run make sure I cut off enough of it there. So I want to make another loop, and we're going to need another little bit of like so. And then we're going to need, what is that? My computer is over here making noises at me, but I don't know what it's doing. All right, so we're just going to add some dimensionals. Just like so. And another one right there. We don't want saggy cards. But anyways, back to the whole injection thing. I do think it did work. I mean, trust me, I know there's something there. Because I know a lot of people were worried that I'd be taking the paint away. I would maybe potentially tear it more because I only have a greater than 50% tear. So it's not a full thickness tear. And they were worried that I would maybe tear it more because now it doesn't hurt and I'm going to be able to do my normal stuff. Not the case. I am definitely improved pain, but it's not like, oh, it's all gone and I have no pain. Like, it still hurts if I try to pull the covers up over myself. Why? Of course. Why would I be able to do something simple like that? But there's enough discomfort to stop me from doing anything that's going to create more harm. But I'm not in that constant throbbing pain like I had. Okay, there's card number 1. Glory to God in the highest. Isn't that pretty? That paper is gorgeous. Okay, so that was card number 1. On to number 2. This one is, He shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everything Father, Prince of Peace. And this one, again, is very quick, very simple. Again, Knight of Navy card base, cut 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. We will fold on that score line and use our bone folder. Set that aside. I have 2 pieces of basic white, both cut 5 1/4 by 4, one for the inside, one for the outside, and then a scrap of Knight of Navy that we're going to die cut our silhouette from. So let's get these here out of the way. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put one on the inside of our card base. No, I didn't have notice any strong odors, Barb, and when I got my paper. Of course, I got mine early on, so I know it's gone out of stock and come back in stock a couple of times now. So, like I said, I've had mine. It is back in stock when I looked the other day. I did not look again today before going live. I had intended to, but of course, I'm running around with my hair on fire as typical. Yes, sis, I finally have some relief. Like I said, at least it's not that constant screaming, throbbing pain that got old. Um, would I like to sleep? Yeah, but it's all right. It'll get better. All right, I'm using my Netted Navy ink pad, and I have my big old stamp here. I'm going to get this laid out here nice and straight. And then we're just going to ink up our stamp. This is a bigger stamp, so you're going to want to make sure you put enough pressure once you turn that over onto your card. All right, and I want to make sure that I go high enough so that we have room. So we have room for our silhouette. I'm going to kind of hit the center here. All right, so there we go. We're going to go down and make sure we've just put enough even pressure so that we transfer all that ink to our paper. There we go. And that looks really good. Okay, so we're going to clean the stamp off. I'm just using my trusty chamois. Okay. So there's our card front, all nicely inked. So we're going to go ahead and we'll add this to the front of our card. Then we're going to bring in our baby boss. Get set aside. We want the baby boss. All right. Please, did I bring over? I did. Okay, so we have our plates. I have that scrap of Night of Navy that's going to lay right there on the baby boss. And we need our dies. Oop. And we're going to use this one here with the nativity. The other thing that I'm excited about this week is I finally, on Wednesday, get to go get my mop chopped and colored. So all that glitter sparkling in there is going away. Arlene, your paper had a odor to it as well? Huh. I didn't notice it in mine, but then again, I don't know. Okay. So there's our nativity scene. Chew! Gosh, sorry about that. I don't know where that came from. All right, so for this, I'm going to use a little bit of my liquid adhesive. I'm going to bring in my green glue, and we're just going to add oh, nice. Yeah, I wonder if, if it's because maybe mine sat in a warehouse longer, because like I said, I got mine during the pre-order. So I'm just, sorry, out of the camera here. I'm just adding little touches of glue to my nativity scene. So just being strategic with it. And then we're just going to go ahead and lay them down like so. And that finishes card number 2. Oh, wow. Made your eyes water. Well, they had to be really stinky then. I wonder if these are hot off the presses kind of a thing. Because like I said, mine, I've had it and then it sold out. So I didn't even open it to share because I didn't want to show you something that you couldn't get. Now it's back. So, I really wonder. Thank you, sis. These cards are really super simple, Barb. Very easy. Quick. All right. Now we're going to go on to our fun fold. So again, this is using the designer paper as the majority of your card. We just have a panel here of the Knight of Navy, and I'm going to show you how that all goes together. So what we have here is, this time I have a piece of the designer paper, and I cut this down to 5 1/4 by 12. So I took a 12 by 12 piece, cut it to 5 1/4, and left it 12 inches long. I've already gone through and scored it, but it's a simple score. You're going to score at 4 inches and 8 inches. Okay, so there's only 2 score marks, 4 and 8. So you have equal 4-inch wide panels here. So when you get it all folded up, you should have a 4-inch by 5 1/4 inch piece of paper. So then you're just going to fold this back on itself like so. So now we have our Christmas scene. Okay. So it's just like having a single little piece, but it's going to unfold like so to reveal your whole scene. I did do all of the die cutting for this one ahead of time, so I wouldn't keep you here watching me roll that thing through, all these things through over and over again. So we're just going to start layering things together. But here we have another Knight of Navy. This is 5 1/2 or 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. So it's a quarter sheet of cardstock. This is what's going to make your base technically and be very sturdy. Well, thank you, Barb. I'm glad you like it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to add adhesive to the back of our designer paper. And this is going to just get centered onto our base like so. So there's now, and that gives it the substance that it needs to hold it into a good card. And this is going to fit in your standard envelope so you can mail this easily. All right. Next, I cut out our manger. And I don't know if you can see that, but the manger, when it cuts, it embosses at the same time. So you get all that wood grain look. Let's see. There we go. I think you can see it there. You have all that wood greeny look to it. And that's going to adhere to the front of our card like so. So again, using our liquid glue, once I figure out where I set it, we're going to again just put little bits. Don't need to get crazy. Just want to make sure we have enough that it's going to stick down. And this glue is very easy to get carried away. So just be mindful that you don't want to get carried away. We're just going to lay that down. Oop. It's a little crooked. There we go. There we are. Then I used basic gray as my color for the silhouettes. So we need, let's see, I have here our nativity. We have our camel. I have some die cut shapes here we'll talk about in a minute. I have a donkey. I have a little lamb. And I have a little oxen here. People cooperate. Good grief. There we go. There's our little oxen. Okay, so we're going to, again, using our liquid glue, we're going to attach our nativity scene. And they're going to sit right here inside the manger. Oh, good, Barb. I'm so glad. So again, just add a little bit of liquid glue so they stick down. They go down just like so. There we go. All right. So now we have them down. And I did put the little oxen on the outside here. So I do have some mini black dimensionals. We do have the mini black. They come with the pack of the larger black dimensionals. This just happens to be from an old paper pumpkin kit that I'm still using up. But so they don't come in this little, they come in an actual big square. But I just wanted to let you know this actually came from a paper pumpkin kit that I had leftovers. But being we're using the basic gray, I thought the black would be perfect. So we're just going to sit him right there next to the shepherd. Like so. Okay, so far so good. All right. Next, I did cut a couple of shapes. I have a deckled edge circle. I used the deckled edge circles. I used the 6th circle. If you were counting from the center out, this is number 6. And then I used the deckled edge rectangles. This is the number 3 if you're counting from the center out. This would be number 3, okay, for the inside of our card. So as you can see, we put the circle in the inside here, and then we have our rectangle here. So we're going to do the same thing, but before we put our circle in, we are going to get our basic gray ink pad and our stamp, which says, "The Lord is my shepherd." And by using these shapes, you still see a lot of the designer paper, which is a big part of the card design here. You really want to not lose all of that, the design and charm of the designer paper. All right, so we're going to kind of up here at the top of the circle. "The Lord is my shepherd." We can close that up. Okay, where did I put my chamois? Way over here. Okay, now we can go ahead and add adhesive to our circle. And that is going to lay right about there. We're going to take our deckled rectangle. We're going to add some adhesive to this as well. And that is going to go right about here. Okay. Next, go ahead and take our camel. We're going to glue him in. And he's going to go with the rectangle. So again, just adding. I probably got a little bit carried away there. Up by his head. Didn't probably need that much. So if it starts oozing out, I'll know it's my fault. So we're just going to add our camel. Oops, I missed getting that piece out. Isn't he cute? Okay, so there's that. Now we got our donkey and our little lamb. So we're going to add a little bit of glue to our donkey. Let's pull that out because it's lay our donkey there like so. And then we have our little lamb, and he is adorable. So our little lamb. I want to make sure he's kind of like got his feet even with the bottom of our donkey, so he's not floating out there. They're on the same level here. And there you have it. That's it. That card is done. The most time-consuming part of this card was literally cutting out all the pieces. But, oh, we're not done. I did forget one thing. And they are right here. And they are part of that suite. These are the adhesive-backed star trinkets. So we're going to open these. And there are a couple of sizes. So we're going to get the larger. And they're all big. I don't know if you can see that here, but they start with large. You get 2 and then 3 of the smaller in each row. So we're going to use the larger of the stars. And we're just going to put the North Star right there at the top of our manger. Now it's officially done. There is another stamp and die set that does do the stars. You could really go bananas. But like I said, my goal was to keep these super simple. So we're just using the trinkets. So there you go. So there's this card. And we have the glory to God in the highest. And then he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. There we go. And that's it. Get your thoughts. Thank you, sis. I'm so glad you like them. Oh, thank you, Barb. I'm glad you like them. That makes me happy. All right, ladies, I can't thank you enough for coming to hang out with me this evening. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a fabulous rest of your evening and an even better week ahead. I hope you have a great night. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.